It was the night of the big opening. It was an art extravaganza. The renowned artist, Michel Deneau, was unveiling a limited time piece. It was a giant rabbit made out of boba. And it had robotics, its ears would perk up. It was a whole thing. And Ollie was excited to go to the event, in part because it wasn't going to be there for very long. It was real boba, which of course would rot and get weird. So it was only going to be that night that it was on exhibit. Ollie was there as a guest and a little bit as a security consultant. The Baltimore Museum of Art had planned a big gala event. There was champagne and there were small boba bunnies as snacks and appetizers and music. And it was a lovely evening, and as the clock struck 7, the plan was to unveil the bunny. It's because the whole event was being held in a theater type room, and on the stage there was just a veiled large object about 4 times the size of a car, and there were no lights on this. The lights were turned off on the stage, so you could sort of make out a cloaked shape, but that's it. And right before 7, the artist got up. She said, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This was an ambitious and difficult piece. I had to practice at all scales to get the robotics right, to get the boba right, and I'm excited to share it with you. So, without further ado, it is my pleasure to present the little bunny." The lights came on, and look, you could see the shroud. With a flourish of her hand, she gave a signal to the stage crew, who yanked on ropes and pulled the shroud up to reveal nothing. Nothing at all. The crowd gasped. Some people thought it was, some sort of confusing modern art piece where there was no piece, and that was what you were supposed to think about. But immediately, Michelle began to cry and yelled, "Where? What? It's, help! It's gone! Someone's stolen it!" Ollie let out a little sigh and set down his cocktail and scampered up to the stage. He said, "It's been stolen. It's missing." I said, "Yes, it was here. I swear it was here. It was here, and then I went to go get changed, and the party started, and now it's just not. I don't understand." Oh, I said, "Well, I'll get to the bottom of it, and quick." Yeah, sort of a loosely hanging thing. You couldn't really tell what shape it was underneath. It was so spectacular. Oh, what could have happened to it? Maybe someone put it somewhere by accident. And that's when Ollie spied the back doors. The stage doors were slightly ajar. He said, "I don't think so." He ran to the doors. There he saw outside of that door was a loading dock. He said, "Yes, that's where we brought it in. It's what made this such a perfect spot. We loaded it in right onto the stage like that. It was so easy." I said, "And that must made it easy to swipe too." But then the head of security had arrived on the stage. I said, "I don't understand it. How could they have moved it? They would have had to have a truck. But there was only one truck today. I was watching. I've got the security camera right here, but there's the only truck here today has been the catering truck." Ollie said, "Well, where's the catering truck now?" I said, "Well, hold on. It was parked on the side door." And he had his tablet with him, and it had the security cameras. He said, "The catering truck is gone. Can you look back and see, did the catering truck pull up to this back door? Maybe 20 minutes ago? Maybe half an hour ago?" Hold on." He started to scroll through. I said, "Oh my gosh, it did. The catering truck. And there goes the bunny. The catering truck has it. Why? I don't understand." "I don't know either, but You better get on the horn with the police. Right away, but maybe you should do the talking. You seem to know what's going on more than I do. Oh, what an embarrassment. And while they were having histrionics, Ollie got on the phone. Sergeant, it's Ollie the Octopus. Ollie, good to see you. What's wrong? There's been a theft, a major art theft at the BMA. There's been a major art theft at the BMA. And the thieves are getting away now in a catering truck. Right, we can put it on APB. What's the company for the catering? What's on the truck? I said, what was the catering company? It was Rouge Catering. They're based up in Bel Air, Towson, somewhere up there. Okay. Yeah, I know them. I've seen them. It's unfortunate. There's several trucks. All right. Went back to the phone. It's a Rouge Catering truck. We don't know exactly how long ago it left. The security guy said, no, we do. It pulled away 5 minutes ago. It pulled away just 5 minutes ago. All right. So it's 5 minutes away from the BMA. I don't know which direction. All right. We've already got our chopper in the sky doing some traffic work. We'll divert it. What are they looking for? What's in the truck? That's when Michelle, the artist, piped up. My piece. It's a 300-pound rabbit made out of boba, and there's robotics inside. Oh, I hope it's okay. Got it. There's a giant robot bunny made of food. Yes. Okay. We're on it. Well, they waited, and it was interminable waiting. The museum staff tried to keep the crowd calm, but they were all freaked out. They had the band play, served more drinks, but there was little that they could do to, erase the fact that the scandalous thing, but also this exciting thing had happened. No one wanted to leave. Everyone wanted to see what would happen. A few minutes later, Ollie got a call. We've got the truck. The police, they stopped it. It was heading north on 83. Huh, Ollie said. What do you think we should do? I said, well, I know that the whole thing is evidence, but the show must go on. Can the police bring it back here to the BMA? Oh, please, please, Michelle said. There's still time. We can still have a lovely event if they haven't ruined it. Hold on a second. Let me check. You could hear murmuring and talking. Sergeant said, yeah, the captain said that's what we should do. I'll have the officer drive the truck back to the BMA. Someone will be there to meet it. What about the perp? Say, we've got him in the squad car. I said, hold on. Before you drive away, before you drive anything away, where's the perp's phone? Hold on. There was some chatter on the radio. The phone is still on the dashboard, on one of those little clips, like when you're getting directions. Excellent, excellent. Look at where the directions are leading it to. That'll tell you who's trying to steal the rabbit. Oh, good idea, Ollie. We'll call you back. A few minutes later. It seemed like forever, but it was actually only about 7 minutes. The truck pulled up. The crowd gasped. By that time, the whole crowd had gathered up on the stage. They were waiting as the stage doors opened, waiting as the policeman came around and opened up the back. And inside, they could see. Oh, it was glorious. The operation, or the ops person for the BMA had thought to bring some lights around because you could tell that people were going to want to see it. So he had a light pointed right at where the truck was going to be and lights along the way. So they opened up the tailgate and the lights turned on, and it was a far more dramatic reveal than it could have been otherwise. The museum staff carefully wheeled the rabbit back onto the stage where it was supposed to be, and there it dazzled in the light. Michelle pressed a button, and the ears began to gently wiggle. Lights burbled and flashed from inside a colorful rabbit. She made a sort of a hectic motion to the band. but then remembered that there was a song they were supposed to play right when the rabbit was revealed. And so they went into it, and the party came back to life, and everything was grand. But Ollie still had to know. So he waited by the phone. He didn't finish up his pick his cocktail. He had to know. So what was it? Ollie said when the police finally called. Where was it going? He said, well, we tracked it down. The destination is a food packaging warehouse up in Cockeysville. They make and sell Boba bottled drinks. No. They were gonna steal the boba just to make bottled drinks out of it. I mean, there was close to 6,000 boba on that thing, so I guess it almost makes sense. It's a brazen crime, though. Ollie, you did great, man. We would have cracked it eventually, but with your help, we got the thief, saved the day. Police work isn't always like this, Ollie. Sometimes you catch the criminal but can't undo the crime, but you managed to help us undo the crime. Thanks again, Ollie. Yeah, glad I could help. When Ollie hung up, he noticed that the artist was standing right next to him. He put away his phone. She gave him a big hug. Said, Ollie, this one is for the history books. I'm not happy about the theft, but I sort of am. Is that mean of me? Ollie said, no. I'm glad it worked out because this rabbit already had a story to tell, but now... Oh! It's a story no one will even believe if they hadn't been here. Well, Ollie, it's a little late for coffee, but can I offer you a glass of champagne? And that was the story of Ollie and the Boba Bunny.